right, let's take you to this now. The National Commissioner of the South African Police Service, General Fannie Masemola, is hosting the INTERPOL Secretary General, Dr. Jürgen and the INTERPOL General Secretariat delegation on an official visit. The purpose of the visit by the INTERPOL Secretary General is to monitor progress made by 196 INTERPOL member countries on preventing and combating transnational organised crime through information sharing. Now, this visit also aims to monitor modernization of INTERPOL in South Africa. Now, SABC News reporter Khayelihle Khumalo joins us live now from Pretoria. Khayelihle, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. I mean, it's quite interesting that, as you're about to speak to the Commissioner, it comes at a time when we're hearing of the US, the Treasury Department, sanctioning 3 individuals involved in ISIS activities in Africa, including 2 South Africans.
Well, that's right, Bonga. Quite a very important visit by the INTERPOL, just boss here in South Africa. As you know, that South Africa is part of the 196 countries, part of this very all-important global institution. It's all about combating crime, especially given the complexities. But of course, you're right here to really have a word or two with us. I'm going to start with you, Dr. Stock. Quite a very important visit. We know that when you look at the priorities that you have, for example, fighting counterterrorism and many other issues, cyber crimes, those are some of the key priorities that you're looking at. And you were just talking about the meeting that you had with the US in terms of this very critical issue.
Yeah, crime is becoming increasingly international, increasingly complex, and we have to strengthen our alliance against these transnational organized crime phenomena, international terrorism, but also cybercrime, which, of course, as we all know, is borderless by nature. But on the other hand, digitalization, a hyper-connected world, provides unprecedented opportunities for criminals to attack our systems, critical infrastructures, but also our private mobile phones. And very often the most vulnerable in our communities are being targeted. So I'm here in South Africa to hand over a new device that Interpol is now using to bring relevant police information from our 196 member countries to the front lines of policing. Mobile devices that can be used in any check at a critical border station or in any police operation. South Africa is part of this pilot, and information exchange is key to dismantle these organized crime groups that are really operating across the continents.
Maybe just to bring you as well, Commissioner, a very important issue here regarding the fight against crime. Just to get your understanding here, I mean, for example, we know that the Interpol has been your very key partner, for example, around to make sure that the Guptas, for example, and many other fugitives are brought back to the country.
Thanks. We are happy, we are delighted that Interpol found it fit from their side that South Africa be one of the countries where they're going to pilot their new gadgets. We are quite happy, and we are collaborating with Interpol and all other law enforcement agencies around the world. And of course, those people that we have on red notices, when they get red flagged in other countries, they will be handled and dealt with accordingly and sent back to South Africa. And we also does the same in terms of when we arrest people that are fugitive in other countries. And just this week past, not that they are fugitives, we are still checking that. We arrested 2 Mexicans and 5 other South Africans in Groblersdal, where they were manufacturing a drug lab worth about 2 billion. And in Western Cape, in one of the roadblocks we also still by, we also arrested about 2 people there. One of them is a Russian national. So crime has become globalized, so we need to also collaborate with all other stakeholders in the world.
Commissioner, how concerned are you? I mean, we saw that statement from the US authorities where they talked about the issue that you could have finances of ISIS in our shores. I mean, surely that's a cause for concern. And I would imagine through the expertise from Interpol, that's where you can intensify the fight against these illicit activities.
Look, the crime against the states are being investigated by the DPCI in the country, and now and then the United Nations Security Council will send us those notices, and we do investigation of everybody. It doesn't matter who, whatever comes, where the red flag, we are investigating, and as we go on, you'll see progress.
And a quick one, Commissioner Masemola, the kidnappings. I mean, we've seen this spike. What could be done to really make sure that we see this surge declining?
We do have a task team nationally, and we also have provincial task teams which they are working together, and they are making quite inroads. A lot of arrests are being made, but unfortunately this crime continues, and we think we will be able to break it down, break its backbone, because this task team is quite doing well, and it is our priority to bring it down in this country, and I think we are making quite good inroads with the arrests that we are making.
All right, Commissioner Masemola, thank you so much indeed, sir, for your time. So when we're really talking about the importance of this particular visit by the Interpol delegation in South Africa, and really coinciding with all these myriad of issues when it comes to the organized crimes, because even the syndicators, they sharpen their tools. The syndicators, well, they try and really make sure that they intensify their whatever means and ways that they use to commit all these sorts of illicit activities. So with that, back to you in studio.
All right, thank you very much for that comprehensive update there. My colleague Khayelihle Khumalo coming to us live there from Pretoria.